create a story. One of the most requested modes when it comes to a WWE game that fans ask for each and every year. Now, the create a story mode was introduced as a new mode back in SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, and we had it for 4 years straight, all the way until we got WWE 2K15, which 2K created themselves. Now, with WWE 2K25 right around the corner, that will be 10 years since we seen the mode create a story. Now, in today's video, it might be a little bit different because I probably will not have background music playing, or I might. We will just have to wait and see once this video is uploaded. But before we dive into why I believe WWE 2K25 will be the game that create a story mode will return to, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button for me. Also subscribe to the channel as well because it does help out with the channel a lot. But like I always say, let me quit wasting you guys' time and let's go ahead and dive right in today's video. So as we all know, back in WWE 2K23, they introduced a new rivalry system for Universe mode. Now, the rivalry system was basically an overhaul that, gave players the ability to, take the rivalries that they wanted to in any type of direction that they chose to. So let's just say, for example, you wanted to create a low rivalry, you could. You want to create a medium rivalry, you could. You want to create a high or very high rivalry, you could. They also introduced a lot of rivalry actions. Now, the same thing goes for WWE 2K24 as well, because the only thing they did was added in more cutscenes. Now, this was WWE 2K way of basically saying, here you go, here is your new story designer that you can use in this WWE 2K23 and WWE 2K24 Universe mode. Now, as we all know, back in the SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 all the way into WWE 2K14, we did have a calendar as well, so it was some sort of Universe mode, although we already had Universe mode in those games as well, but we still had the Create a Story mode as a separate mode from Universe mode. So that is why I'm not satisfied with the way that WWE 2K is going about this when it comes to story designer being brought back into these WWE 2K games. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna just go ahead and showcase to you guys how WWE 2K can bring back the story designer mode in the upcoming game WWE 2K25 using all of the things that they already have in 2K24. So it's not like they gotta start from scratch because they already have majority of the things in the game. And when I say majority of the things, I am talking about one feature that is in the game that it seems that is not being put to use, which is the video cutscene. Now, as you guys can see right here, the video cutscenes have a lot of cutscenes for a lot of things. So for Universe mode, you can see we have 10 entrance cutscenes, 8 pre-match cutscenes, 13 in-game cutscenes, over 75 victory cutscenes, and only, unfortunately, 2 backstage cutscenes. So I would hope to see, when I talk about this video, more backstage cutscenes in the game, as well as, some pre-match cutscenes. But for the video cutscene promo, we have tons of cutscenes for all type of situations as well, as you guys can see, which, I would like to also see a little bit of more things when it comes to that. But we're going to get to that in just a second. Now, I'm gonna just go ahead and showcase to you guys what I did when it comes to a story mode. So I basically created my own story right here using what we already have in the game, which is the video cutscene for Universe mode, but we didn't touch the promo. So we're gonna get to that in a minute, like I just said. But let me just go ahead and showcase to you guys. So this story is called the Bloodline Saga. Now, as you guys can see, we have Roman Reigns approaching Seth Rollins backstage, and he asks him to be the 5th member for Team OG Bloodline at War Games, but Seth Rollins declines. Now, we're going to go ahead and, have them go into a match. So hopefully, they can just bring that back in. So we have Roman Reigns going up against Finn Balor, which he defeats him in the main event of Raw. Now, we got some little cutscenes as well that I am not going to read, but I put together. So if they had to do that, just bring in some sort of way we can put dialogue for like any type of superstar that in this game by just typing it, they can do that as well. I feel like they'll probably be a little easy too. It's not going to be too much to do since we already have like typing when it comes to community creations and searching things that we need to search up. But up next, we have the new bloodline shows up by order of heel Adam Pearce. So in this story, Adam Pearce is playing a heel, and he forces Roman to compete in a 3-on-1 handicap match tonight as well. Mid-match, Seth Rollins' music hit, which he comes out to help Roman Reigns fight off the new bloodline, making it a 3-on-1 handicap match. So we seen earlier backstage, Seth Rollins declined Roman Reigns' hand because he didn't want him to be, involved in the bloodline mess when it comes to, war games. So with that match being over with, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins pick up the victory. Seth Rollins then finally sticks his hand out to support Roman Reigns in the OG bloodline at War Games, but Roman Reigns declined and continues to celebrate, leaving the OG bloodline without a fifth member. And I would have this story to be continued. Now, as we all know, when it comes to the create a story or the story designer, whatever you want to call it, you can do two paths when it comes to that. So you could have, Roman Reigns stick his hand out, and, it would have gave us some options from what we've seen. It would have probably said yes or no. But for this, I decided to put Roman Reigns don't shake his hand, so that is going to be like a no. He hits his hand away. Now, if we had a second option, which would have been yes, we would have had a different story play out with that. And back when we had the creator story mode in 2K14, SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, and all of that, we had the options to do that. You could also force who wins, which would trigger off whatever cutscene that you put for that person to win B. So that is why I feel like, it shouldn't be hard to bring back story designer when it comes to WWE 2K25, because like I said, and like I showed as well, they already have all of the parts in the game, as you guys saw. We got all of the cutscenes. We got over 75 cutscenes when it comes to the victory. They just need to add more backstage cutscenes, commentary cutscenes and all of that. We need more promo cutscenes, which I could have did one for this story, but I just decided to make it look, a little quick story to showcase to you guys, which is titled The Bloodline Saga. Now, this would also help a lot of content creators out as well, because WWE 2K24 kind of died a little bit early. We were just making the best of it, and I'm going to give 2K their props as well. They did give us a new DLC, which was the Bray Wyatt DLC, which, I'm going to give them their flowers for that as well, because there was new content in the game that we did not expect from them. But they did do it, which is why I'm going to give them their flowers for that. But for WWE 2K25, if they want that game to be a longevity game, they need to bring back this mode. This is the mode that will keep the game alive all year long. Because of right now, WWE 2K24, what is it to do? We are going to basically play with all of the DLC that we got. And, and that's about it. Like, I don't know what else to say. That is about it when it comes to that game. And that is why I feel like I say, I know I keep saying the same thing, but that is why I feel like story designers should be brought back into these WWE games and, reintroduce into the WWE 2K series. Well, 2K14 don't count. Well, make it a first thing. You don't even got to call it story designer. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Call it create your own rivalry, create your own saga, whatever you want to call it. Just bring back the feel of that, because it will keep the game alive in the long run. But anyways, guys, it's been your boy Blix Action here, just rambling about why I feel that, story designers should be brought back into these games, because it will help out with the game a lot. But if you did like the video, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button for me. Also, share the video as well. Let's get this video out there. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. This is some sort of different style of video. I usually don't do my videos like this, but decided to do this one today because I had a lot of time, so I just decided to do something different. But if you do like this style of the video, make sure you leave in the comment section down below, letting me know if you want me to keep doing videos like this. If not, we will go back to how we always do the videos. But anyways, Blix Action signing off, y'all. Peace.